Brief video will walk you through how to use Core Tools to find resources. When you log into Core Tools, you'll see LDC Library. That's where you'll find searchable resources. If I want to teach a piece of text and see if the text is in here, I can type it in here. For example, let's say I want to teach to kill a mockingbird. I will search that novel. Well, what's important is to use my filters. I want to find something that's been rated, either exemplary or good to go, because anybody can put anything in here. And a module is a full unit of instruction with text. And I want to look for something for the ELA focus. And I also want to find something for secondary. So I'm going to put 6 through 12. And sometimes I still have 162. So I'm going to just go to one keyword, mockingbird. And now I found these documents. Now it's important to see the stars. 1 star for task means that they have rated this assignment. This is called a task. After reading To Kill a Mockingbird, write a literary essay in which you analyze how theme is shaped by one character's development and interaction over the course of a text. They've reviewed this and say this is a standard aligned, grade appropriate task. If I open it though, what I'll find is because it's just task, it won't have necessarily a lot of any instruction, an instructional plan. It just has the task. But if I find something that has task and ladder, a ladder is the instruction. So the other module has task and ladder, which means that it is going to have a task, which is this one, and it's going to have instruction. It's going to tell me how to teach the students the skills they need to prepare for the task. What do I need to do before we read, at the very beginning? What do we do while we read? How do I transition from reading to writing? And how do I teach students how to write this essay? It's all about scaffolding skills. So each of these mini tasks will scaffold a skill. These are all called mini tasks. So when it comes time to teach it, if I click on it, it'll give me this summary, but I go to the mini task and it pulls up the lesson plan with the resources I need. So you might need to rewind and see that again, but a module is a full unit around a text. A mini task is a specific lesson. So each module is a series of mini tasks that scaffold the students on how to succeed on the task that it presents. But what if the text isn't in here? The library also has strategies for skills. So let's say I'm teaching a comparison essay. I want students to compare. Well, I can search for mini tasks, just mini tasks. And again, I usually go from secondary. I think of it as secondary and elementary that have students compare, assessing source credibility, cause and effect analysis, claims, subclaims, compare and contrast argument analysis. So this is going to give me a lesson on comparing. and it's going to give me resources that I can use to compare. Also, if I'm thinking about other types of literacy skills, I can go down here under clusters and click on, do I want something, let's say I want ways to help students read, just things that help them comprehend, 6 through 12. These are some oh, it still has compare here. So I get rid of that. And these are, and I want to find something for ELA and apply filter. So these are all active reading strategies that I can use for a variety of different texts. See, active reading, quotation selection, tone, meaning, figurative language, and artwork. I might choose something like thesis statement. Now, a thesis statement is part of the writing process. So I might change this to writing. Now, it didn't quite come up the way I wanted it to because I said mini task. So let me just try thesis. So let me just get rid of ELA. Ah, there it is. So you want to play with your filters. Now, these are all different strategies for writing a thesis. They have great strategies for things like outlining, for comparing cause and effect, ways of thinking. So if I decide I want to use something, I can look at it here, or I can add it to my library. I can copy the mini task and I can put it in my library. And then it's going to be over here in my library, thesis sentence. And then if I want to print it, I can simply export to PDF. I can print it, I download it to PDF, and I can print this as a beautiful lesson plan with all the resources here. So that is how you navigate core tools. I hope this video is helpful. Always feel free to contact me.